Sir, the court believes you represent a danger to the community. This appears not to be an isolated incident. The court notes the strength of the case against you. The court also notes that a police officer had a shot taken from him, most likely from the vehicle you were in, where there were 2 guns found, where shortly thereafter you bailed out of that car. And
Your Honor,
don't interrupt me, sir. Sir, don't interrupt me.
No, wait up. Hold on, Dale. Hold on, Dale.
And they found you with a gun holster on, hiding in water under someone's dock. Yes, the court does believe you represent a danger not only to the people of the community who own homes, who own vehicles, but the court also notes that a police officer had a shot taken at him. So, anything you want to add, Mr. Miller?
Yes, my reading of the probable cause affidavit never places Mr. Clark inside the car.
Okay. Running from the area where the car was, and the co-defendant Wesley admits that Clark was there with everyone else to burglarize the vehicles in the area. So,
okay, so the guns are found in the car. Mr. Clark is never connected with the car. Again, how are we connecting him with the shot being fired?
Sir, I'm going to say
shots are being fired, and he's running from the scene because shots are being fired.
Right. And he's got a holster.
In light of what's happening in
got it,
Your Honor.
Sir,
in light of what's happening in this country, with unarmed black men being killed by police,
don't hand me that. Don't
hand me that. From shots being fired.
Don't even go down that road. I'm not going to let you go down that road. That is so off base. We've got a young man. I don't care what color he is. He's in a neighborhood he doesn't live in at 1:41 in the morning, hiding on under somebody's dock in the water with a holster on after a police officer had a shot taken at him. Don't hand me this. He's a black man running from police brutality. Look, that is not appropriate in this case. That's not there. I'm not going to let you poison this case with bringing in something that has nothing to do with it. Your bond's $100,000 on count 3 and $100,000 on count 4. Thank you. Now, Donnie Heath, I got to take a break. I'll be right back.
There's a victim impact statement here that bothers me, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir.
It really troubles me. And I just have to read it in paragraph 6. I assume the victims in this case are white.
Yes.
All right. And it troubles me greatly that this statement says, this incident has had the most impact on my daughter. She's in constant fear of black men. When out running errands, if we come across a black male, she holds me tight and begs me to leave. It has affected her relationships at school and relationship with our African American friends. Really? You don't have to answer for it, but I want to make that part of the record. I'm offended by that. I'm deeply offended by that. That they would be victimized by an individual and then express some kind of fear of all black men. I wonder if the perpetrator had been white, would they be in fear of white men? The answer would probably be no. I'm offended by that. It's not going to affect what happens here, but I want to make it part of the record, and perhaps you pass this on. I find this very offensive.
And certainly I understand the court's outrage there. Well, I mean, I guess I really don't, but...
Well, you understand.
I understand where you're coming from, Your Honor.
I understand exactly where I'm coming from.
Here's why we object to probation, Judge. But what we're really talking about here is that probation would unduly depreciate the seriousness of what happened. This was a home invasion. The victims were a husband, a wife, and a 3-year-old little girl.
And make no mistake about it, I voiced some outrage about a statement, a portion of that statement. But I'm also outraged that anyone would go into anyone else's home and commit a violent offense like this. That's outrageous also. This little girl has certainly been victimized, and she can't help the way that she feels. My exception is more with her parents, and they're accepting of that kind of mentality and that fostering of that, those kind of stereotypes. But I'm going to grant your motion today for probation. I know the combo's position. And in here, most times, I can't say for sure. I got to look at everything. But you commit an offense like this with a handgun, I'm going to send you to prison more times than not. I think the equities weigh in favor of you having an opportunity to redeem yourself.